Hollywood's favorite, Selena Gomez, is under strict scrutiny for saying her truth. Well, according to her, she has made it clear that until a man meets a certain standard that she, wants in life, she's not accepting any man in her life. Now, after revealing this, a lot of people have taken to social media to also have their opinion about it. Some say that what at all is so special about having the criteria? Well, the ones that most of you call it or say, I want a spec, or this is the spec I want to see in the man before I accept him. That is the same thing Selena Gomez has revealed that she also looks out for before accepting, to be in a relationship with anybody. But a lot of you, and of course, social media folks are saying that no, it is absolutely very wrong to decide how you want your man to be. Some say that it's either you take it and make it how you want it to be with you than to always imagine that it is already made and you want it as it is. Well, what do you think about it? Let's delve into that quick. So she was in an interview. Apparently, we're going to let you watch the video very shortly. Okay, well, maybe later. But she said that she's not ashamed to give a certain standard to a man if he is willing to be in a relationship with her. Yes. So just as I said, a lot of you have your specs that you want to, have or meet before you say, okay, I want to go in a relationship with this. But even speaking about spec, a lot of people also have said that why did Selena Gomez, upon every man in the Hollywood scene, she couldn't date anyone as higher, if better to do a comparison with Justin Bieber. Why go in for someone, excuse my language, but these are not my words anyway, but you can go to social media and see. Some are saying that if alone she's talking about spec, then unfortunately this dude, Blanco, does not qualify to even be in the competition with all the exes perhaps that she's been in a relationship with. Some are saying that Benny does not even qualify because his composure is, questionable. His personality is even questionable, and a lot of things about him is really questionable. So maybe Selena Gomez was speaking her truth, but most of you are actually not so happy about it. Now, let me just leave this general conversation because this is a broadened subject that Selena Gomez also has brought up. So she said she's not really ashamed to tell people that they have to meet a certain criteria or requirements before. So does it mean that as a man, you always have to be in a certain position, like maybe you've got money, you've got a certain looks? And I see a lot of guys hitting the gym because recently I've seen, well, I'm just speaking for myself, I've seen that most of the guys are hitting the gym often just to gain muscles. I don't know if that's the new ish for the women. They want guys with muscles, they want guys with pink clips, I think. I'm sorry, but you can disagree with me inside the comment section. So a lot of guys are doing all the unnecessary stuff to themselves. Now, it's quite surprising to see how guys also are so much into what's it called, this cosmetics, let me just say facial enhancement, and I see them doing more of the things that ladies do right now. I mean, before we were not even seeing guys using facial creams to enhance their beauty. It was just a raw thing that a lot of guys were doing. But this time it's like what the women want is what the guys are doing. They want to please a certain, level of women because, of course, if you're not doing it, the ladies are not approaching. So the better is how, they go about it. But speaking about Selena Gomez's issue, as I said, it's been trending. People were saying that why would she even give her opinion? Because Selena, is a public figure. People look up to her. And if she is saying that she wants certain standard before she gets into a relationship, some are saying that instead of her also agreeing with the notion that a man should look in a certain way, why is she not also convincing women to accept a guy and, of course, shape him to become the guy or the man that they want the guy to look? I think that's a fair, balanced conversation, isn't it? Well, that's a lot on social media with the requirements process. But for me, I think she was just talking her truth. She was speaking her fact. And of course, I just wouldn't want to believe that Selena Gomez would just go in for any man to be in a relationship with. Allegedly, she's been dating a lot of industry folks. I heard that she was in a relationship with Future. It didn't work. Allegedly, guys, forgive me, but these are all alleged conversations the blogs have reported about. If you have the fact, just drop it inside the comment section. We saw the relationship that existed between herself and Zayn Malik. Once again, allegedly, that also didn't end. Perhaps Malik did not meet the criteria or the standard that she was looking for. Oh, lest I forget, the heartbreaking moment with Justin Bieber. But a lot has happened between herself and other folks in the industry. But I'm sure maybe she found something unique about Benny Blanco. Well, in some interesting video we have brought you some few weeks ago. Just in case you've forgotten about that video, you can just go a recap or throwback. To our page and just refresh yourself with all the Selena Gomez stories we've done. So in that particular episode, she was they were doing a video talking about how who does this the most, who proposed the most, and who actually even is resourceful at home. For instance, they were asked who actually does the cleaning in the house, and well, Selena Gomez pointed at Benny Blanco. So perhaps Benny does everything that she looks for. She wants a man that can cook, a man that can clean, a man that can, perhaps, because of course Selena Gomez is wealthy and she's got the money, and so, well, perhaps, I'm just saying perhaps, guys. I'm not saying that that's the quality of an individual that Benny Blanco is. Well, he cannot speak because he actually also has found love in Selena Gomez. And until Selena Gomez says that, well, I'm not really into you again, well, that's see. But this is a broadened conversation. As I said, a lot of people are saying that, well, it's a good thing to have respect. Well, it's really a big seriously, it's not a big issue if you want to have a spec. Just as the ladies have spec, a lot of guys also have spec. I've actually heard or encountered a lot of guys saying that they want a lady with a curvaceous body who has both, forgive my words, the back and front, everything is just up front. They want something they can feel and touch. Everything has to be unique about them. They don't want, these ladies with artificial stuff. Everything has to be natural. Some of the specs that a lot of guys I see talk about. Women also say that, well, I want a guy who is well to do his own job, his masculine, that kind of stuff. That is some of the ladies also spec, but most of them go in for guys who are very compassionate. They are very reasonable in terms of giving out the same energy of love that the ladies also give. So Selena Gomez has always been the lovey-dovey person, always wanting for love and, of course, to be loved. And so finally, if she said the spec she's been waiting for, she has finally found that in Benny Blanco. Well, it's a good thing. But what do you think about it? Do you feel she actually goofed by actually unveiling what resulted to her getting involved with Benny Blanco, and of course making Benny more like the scapegoat, maybe not scapegoat, like a subject for mockery, because of course right now Benny's creditation in the relationship is being questioned, and a lot of people are saying that, well, Benny Blanco unfortunately was bought because Selena found something in him. Just as I said back, Selena said that Benny does almost everything. He's cooking. I didn't hear about the washing. I don't know, but maybe he does washing also. She said that Benny has been cleaning the house, doing almost everything in the house. So perhaps, just guys, perhaps that could be one of the reasons or the spec that Selena Gomez also found in Benny Blanco. But ask me, I feel like I said, this is a divided conversation. It could be that most people do not regard spec. People also choose certain partners because they feel like there's a certain quality in them, and if they bring them into their lives, they can actually transform them to become the best version of themselves, or the best husband or couple that they aspire to have in coming days. So for me, it's a win-win for both parties. But generally, the conversation on social media is the fact that is spec even a necessity in getting into a relationship? Well, it's a broadened conversation. Guys, what's your opinion about it? Should I give my opinion? Well, maybe after you give your opinion inside the comment section. Of course, I do agree with any of your opinions inside the comment section. So let me know, is spec really a necessity? And what actually will be your spec should you want to choose a partner or a partner in your relationship? Well, I don't know. But guys, let's keep the conversation going.